What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video today, doing another rebuild. It's been a little bit of time since I've actually recorded one of these, and I've actually got some company with me this time. I've been streaming some of these on Twitch. However, my internet was not so great when I was doing that. I've gone out. I've got an Ethernet cable. I've got new internet. I'm in my new apartment now, as you can probably tell. I've gotten a router. My internet is as good as it's ever going to be. I have like 800 up, 800 down. Like even like while plugged in, so it's like 1,000 but capped a little bit if you guys care about any of those numbers. So my quality is perfect. It should be, at least. So we're just doing the damn thing on Twitch, you know what I mean? Twitch.tv/Bengal if you guys are so inclined to stream Madden occasionally, a lot of other games too with Call of Duty coming out. Probably be all over that, and I've been streaming the beta. Probably as you guys watch this on Sunday, I would say I will be live maybe at some point today. Not really sure. But, yeah, let's get right into it. We got the Minnesota Vikings, a team that kind of underperformed last year. They've got a bunch of questions about their roster, and they do have some solid players, some aging superstars, if you will, as well. Look at Adam Thielen. Look at Harrison Smith, Everson Griffin. But is Kirk Cousins truly the right pick for them at quarterback, or do we go in a separate direction? This isn't the usual, like, hyper-realistic style that we've done with the realistic rebuilds. However, these are the fantasy style where pretty much anything goes, although I like to do it within reason. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I guess I'll probably make a cut there, huh? I never really know. You know what? No, we'll just we'll free ball it here because people like to see like everything. So I guess this will be kind of a longer one, depending on how long this takes. I'll try to expedite the process, which means scout college players, auto. Tutorial pop-ups off. Of course, I gotta make the maximum users 1 now, so y'all fools can't join. And I was asking the chat about what kind of custom coach we would do, or like what the name would be. And we've settled on wide left. That's Juan Blanco. Okay. We'll change his name when we're in there. Jesus. So we got about 550 people in here actively, just hanging out, having a good time while we do these. So I'm super excited. I like streaming a lot. It's always a lot more fun when you have a bunch of people watching. So, you know, really no complaints there. And there was a while for like 2, maybe 3 years of doing rebuilds where I was changing the coach name every time. I know like a lot of people do that now. I wonder where they got the inspiration. I never acknowledged it because I thought it was always funnier if I didn't and just had like a few select people look in the top right and see that I had done a joke with the coach name at the time. But whatever now. The cat's kind of out of the bag. I'm a little bit bigger now. A lot more people notice. And if you didn't, now maybe you know. So we'll take a look at this this roster here, this depth chart. And we got, of course, Garrett Bradbury. It was the first-round pick out of NC State for the Vikings this past year. Played center. It was a very, very good offensive line prospect. Snuck into the first round. Riley Reef, not quite so good. I definitely want to improve at both tackle spots. Brian O'Neill isn't terrible, to be fair, and he's quite young. However, he's not that high of an overall, but it's not that bad. Maybe we rock out with him. Josh Klein, definitely want to improve upon. Pat Elflein's pretty good. At tight end, Kyle Rudolph's probably someone I'm going to look to trade. He is 29 years old with star development, but I really want to work around Irv Smith Jr. I think he's a beast, and he was really, really good at Alabama. A star or better development. It's probably star development. And when you look in the backfield, Dalvin Cook is a beast. Amir Abdullah, at Alex Madison in there as well. Kirk Cousins, I want to say it is Alexander. Yeah. Alexander Madison. Kirk Cousins, we got Sean Mannion. Dan Bailey, of course, on this team. Kind of been a flop for them a little bit. CJ Ham at that fullback spot. And then at wide receiver, we are set. Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. Anything beyond that is kind of just extra. You look at Josh Doxson, you know, etc. On the defensive side of the ball, it is a pretty good defense. A lot to work with here. Ben Gideon, not so great, but Eric Kendricks is a good young player. Anthony Barr, pretty good young players. Like, what, 27 now, though? 27, so getting a little bit up there in age for these rebuilds. Harrison Smith is a monster. Malcolm Epps. Anthony Harris has actually played really, really well. He really has. He's been exceptional, and he's super young too. He's only like 25 or 27. Really, I thought he was younger. Only 4 years of experience is why. Came into the NFL pretty late. But Xavier Rhodes, Trey Wayne's kind of an interesting option. Like Maurice Alexander, Holton Hill, former Texas Longhorn. Mike Hughes in there as well. Mike Hughes is definitely going to get moved up a lot. He's going to be that third cornerback for me, and we'll look to trade some of the other guys probably. And then on the defensive line, we got Everson Griffin, Linval Joseph, Shamar Stephen, and Daniil Hunter. Stephen Weatherly in there as well. Like, Shamar Stephen needs to be improved upon, I can tell you for sure. The defense, I mean, it's just like the offense where there are a few stars and the rest is kind of average. But we'll see if we can make some trades, kind of improve this roster a little bit. And try to get the Vikings, not Dolphins, this isn't Dolphins franchise, into the Super Bowl. Now, here's the thing. The Vikings always underperform in simulation for some reason. They usually finish with the worst record in the league almost every time, which is a little bit confusing based on their overall. Kirk Cousins is probably someone I want to trade. His cap hit is not that large based on the guaranteed money and the restructure, but he's 31 years old. And 81 overall. I think we can do better in the long term, and this isn't going to happen in 1 or 2 years. This is probably, a 3-4 year rebuild like we usually been doing. So I'm okay with getting rid of Kirk Cousins. Kyle Rudolph can go as well. Who else would have any type of trade value for me here that I'd like to trade? Everson Griffin at 31, Linval Joseph at 30. These are probably guys I'm going to want to move on from. Xavier Rhodes is another weird one at 29. And even Harrison Smith at 30, but he's 94 overall, so I'm really not too concerned with that. Everson Griffin had like some weird mental issues, right? Am I right about that, where he left the team last year? Weird stuff going on. Can I trade for Von Miller? That'd be sick. If I could just trade for Von Miller, I'm going to be able to. These are fantasy style. We're going to have some more unrealistic things happen. I don't really want to get rid of Kirk Cousins in this trade, but I can probably get rid of Everson Griffin and then maybe a pick, and we get Von Miller. Trade accepted. Boom. All right. Maybe even gave up a little bit too much, but I mean, obviously, like, we actually didn't, but in terms of the game trade logic, maybe we did. But of course, I'm fine to part with an aging tight end and an aging defensive end for one of the best edge rushers we've seen in the last 2 decades in the NFL, and Von Miller is certainly that. And it's kind of like a clean cap move as well, because Kyle Rudolph plus Everson Griffin gets in the neighborhood of what Von Miller is doing. And of course, we are in a 4-3, which means Von Miller is going to slide down to play defensive end. We'll probably move him to that right side, and he'll play right end for us. So I think a pretty big move to start things off here. Von Miller is certainly a major upgrade on the defensive line. He would be a major upgrade over 30 teams edge rushers. I think the only one that it wouldn't really be a major upgrade would be like Khalil Mack with the Bears, but they need another edge rush spot, so he still would be. I mean, he's a major upgrade on any single team that he would go to. He's just that talented of a player. What else could we trade here? I don't really want to get rid of Xavier Rhodes. I just think that he's going to regress so quickly that it probably is a good idea, but I'd rather not. We'll just deal with it. Adam Thielen's another weird one. I think we'll probably just hold on to him. But Kirk Cousins is somebody I want to trade. And if I can get a first-round pick or so, I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely going to do that. So Kirk Cousins, what other value would we have? Amir Abdullah would probably have some value. I know the team just signed Josh Doctson. Don't really want to get rid of him right away. Josh Klein might have yellow interest from some teams. Riley Reef is pretty terrible. Linval is another guy I should trade, honestly. 86 overall at 30 years old. His cap hit is almost 10 mil. Really good player. Don't get me wrong. Former New York Giant as well. Giants let him walk at free agency. But I think we can get good value from him. Or for him, I should say. I just want to see what Kirk Cousins and Josh Klein would have if they have like green interest anywhere. I don't think they do, but Josh Klein does have green interest here from the Bengals. Now, what do the Bengals have that's of value to me? Pretty much nothing other than their first-round draft pick, I would say. Jesse Bates actually could be a decent move, but let's see if I can get picks. 1, 2, 3 is not going to be working out there. 1 and a 2, we're not going to have the value either. But I feel like I can get more than just a 1. You know what? Josh Klein and Linval Joseph probably is going to get me the 1. Yeah. I'm comfortable making that move. Linval Joseph, to me, is just going to go down in overall every year. I'd rather have a really highly projected pick. This is not pre-recorded. It's just I'm doing this for YouTube, so I'm a little bit less focused on the chat right now. Usually I talk a lot more to the chat when I'm streaming, like the Modern Warfare beta, for example, as I've been streaming. So I don't mean to ignore you guys, just I'm kind of in the zone right now, in my Madden Rebuild zone. I cringed. I can already picture the little 13-year-olds in the chat saying that, or in the YouTube comments. Gotta love it. Trade Stephen Weatherly if he has value anywhere. I don't want Ben Gideon either. So, oh, he might have green interest with some teams. Okay. Dolphins. Dolphins. What can get here? It'd be cool to trade for Minka, but it's not like he's on the trade block in the game as he is in real life. You know what I mean? So we won't be able to trade for Minka Fitzpatrick. I'll show you. Like, even this value, which I think is too much. Okay, never mind. That's so weird. I didn't expect that to go through. Maybe he's on the trade block in the game? I really wish I got like more value for that. I mean, to be fair, it is a 22-year-old star development safety that can play free safety or cornerback immediately for us. But again, I just feel like we could have gotten like a first-round pick. I still think I can. Let's go back to the Dolphins. Yo, who's cutting Sean Mannion's hair? That's a bad look. I know I'm one to talk, but I want the Dolphins first-rounder. So, left tackle, right tackle. Please take Riley Reef. 9.4 mil. Good lord. How about you trade that first rounder? We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Left tackle, right tackle, left end. Stephen Weatherly. That moved the bar a little bit. I'm not trading Anthony Barr, of course. And I'm not trading Pat Elflein. But do we have a backup? Dakota Dozier. Might just trade a pick. Might just trade Stephen Weatherly and a pick. What about a fourth? What about a... It's going to be probably a second that makes us go through. I just want to, you know, not offer too much. Really, still no. It's just, that's going to be the number 1 overall pick, and I want it. What about a first-round pick next year? Okay. What about a 2 and a 4 instead of Stephen Weatherly? Oh, that's so close. It's going to be a 2. What if... Okay, what if I gave you a future 2 and a future 3? How about that? No. It's going to be a future 2 and a current 2. Where, I mean, maybe a current 3 will make it go through. It does. All right, cool. Riley Reef, a second-round pick next year, a third-round pick this year for the number 1 overall projected pick from the Dolphins. I doubt the addition of Riley Reef. Maybe Kirk Cousins there does something for him, but yeah, if you guys don't want to get the ads, you can just go ahead and subscribe with Twitch Prime for free if you got Amazon Prime, or use your tier 1 sub. It's Subtember, which means subscriptions are half off. All right, so this is the team for season number 1. It's a decent team. Well, it isn't, but like Sean Mannion's out here. He's gonna ball for us. Already got a skill point and a bad haircut. We got Irv Smith starting. I mean, this is a squad right here. Look at those D tackles. We got 2 of the best ends in football, though, so we could be looking pretty. Here's what we're gonna do. Who do I want to play in the slot? That's the biggest thing. Who do I want to get extra reps? Anthony Harris could work out pretty well in that role. Things are actually how I would have them, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark. See how this team is progressing. Based on how the Vikings always perform in simulation, I would hypothesize that this team performs very, very, very poorly. As, again, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of these rebuilds up to this point. The Vikings seem to have a top 2 or 3 pick every single time. Can we get a shameless plug, please, Bengal? I mean, it's not shameless, but if you want to save $20 when you buy tickets for anything, use code Bengal on SeatGeek for a $20 discount. Unreal, right? We're 5-3 at the midseason mark. Now, that doesn't make any sense. It's a highly competitive NFC North. Lions at 5-2, Vikings at 5-3, Bears 4-3, Packers 3-5. Things seem backwards to me. I'm not going to lie to you. How is that happening? Why is this team 5-3? Like, actually, why? Doesn't make any sense based on how they usually perform. Trey Waynes is an impending free agent, but if that's our highest overall free agent, I'm not really concerned. Anthony Harris, Josh Doxson as well. Britton Colquitt is probably my highest priority free agent here. He's a decent punter, but he's 34. I'm not sure that I'm going to re-sign anybody. Like, and if that's the case, if I'm not going to sign Trey Waynes, if I'm not going to re-sign him, I should say, why would I not just get Mike Hughes some snaps, you know? Or some more snaps. Why did he get buried? Mike Hughes is going to be our new number 2. Also, I could have sworn I had player progression set to automatic, but that's something I could have forgot about. And it is. Auto progress players on now. So maybe that's part of our success. I'm not really sure. We're going to simulate to the playoffs. And for whatever reason, it feels like we actually have a pretty good shot to make them. A little bit of a surprise. Why is everybody saying Andrew Luck? Andrew Luck's on the team? Hold on. No. Why? What am I supposed to do? This is... Oh my goodness. That's why we're winning games. Dude. What should we do, guys? He saw I was the new GM and came out of retirement. I mean, do we just cut him? I really don't know what to do here. I'm not going to restart. But the entire chat wants me to keep him. They really do. Some are saying trade him. Real Scott with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, brother. Nathan Willis also subscribed with a tier 1. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Here's what I'm going to do. Keep him. Oh, here's the thing. There's a difference between keep him. It's a fantasy style where like pretty much anything goes. I did say that pretty much anything. I think Andrew Luck coming out of retirement mid-season and signing with the Vikings, who wouldn't even have his rights, by the way. The Colts would still own his rights, is way too ridiculous for me. Andrew Luck is now a punter, and his career's over because he's going to be like a 12 overall. I just, like... No, I'm not even going to make him a punter. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make him a free safety. So he's an even worse overall and can't come in at quarterback at any moment. He's retired. All right? Andrew Luck is retired. This was not supposed to be the way that this went. So, it's not going to be that unrealistic. The fact that we go... What here? 11-5, win the NFC North. Not saying that couldn't happen in real life, but not with Andrew Luck. Absolutely not. That's such an annoying thing that just happened. Because now our pick is going to be a lot worse. Let's go ahead and check out the stats. Yeah, like Andrew Luck. Like, Sean Mannion play a bit. He's not even in there. Just Andrew Luck is wherever he is. I'm not even sure. Rushing, Dalvin Cook had a great year. 1,448 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4.9 yards per carry. We got to get him the football more often. Receiving. That's because Josh Doctson was in the slot. He got the most yards by almost 400. Second most touchdowns on the team, only behind Irv Smith Jr. His sim stats are so bad. 200-plus tacklers. It's Eric Hendricks and Anthony Barr. Tackles for loss, 11 for Von Miller, who also had 18 sacks. 8 for Danielle Hunter. Interceptions, 4 for Harrison Smith, led the team. A couple more for a few other players. Only 2 forced fumbles the entire year for this defense. And no defensive touchdowns. I'd like to see where we are in terms of awards. Josh Allen wins MVP. Okay. Some of these records are interesting. We'll check out what team am I in? The Vikings NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Drew Brees. No Vikings in there. Defensive Player of the Year is Aaron Donald. Von Miller at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Kyler Murray. Irv Smith Jr. at number 3. He had a great year for us. And Alexander Madison at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sean Murphy Bunting. And a couple of Giants in there. I don't hate to see that. So, weird. Weird stuff so far. Weird stuff. Where's Kirk? Kirk has been traded. Kirk is in Miami, soaking up the sunshine. Didn't Kirk Cousins almost sign with the Dolphins? I feel like I remember that being a storyline. All right, so let's see who we have a first-round bye with. First-round bye is passed, and our division matchup is against the 10-5-1 Dallas Cowboys. To advance to the conference championship, we'd have to go through them. Hello? Thank you. We lose 23-20. Close game. Close game. But this was... I have coach contracts on? All right. 3 years for $5 million. I'm worth a lot more than that, okay? Okay. It's off-season time. I always love advancing to the off-season, not because of what it means, as the 49ers beat the Texans 28-21 in the Super Bowl. I'm always excited to see who gets better development. Stephon Diggs has passed Adam Thielen in terms of overall. Irv Smith had star. Dalvin Cook is up to a 90. We got Tyree Jackson now as well. I think somebody said that in the chat. Anthony Barr is up to superstar dev. That's encouraging. So you got superstar. I like to see that. Xavier Rhodes is regressing. I definitely should have traded him, dude. I still can. That's the thing. What do you guys think? Should I trade Xavier Rhodes at 30 now? I really feel like I should. I feel like he's just like regressing for no reason. I mean, like on the team, like we're keeping him for no reason while he regresses. Matt Khalil resigned. Dude, the CPU is just memeing out here. They sign Andrew Luck. They get Matt Khalil. They bring him back to Minnesota. What does Anthony Harris want? No. I don't want Trey Waynes. I don't want Josh Doctson. All right, so it seems like everybody's saying trade him. We might be able to orchestrate a draft day trade with Xavier Rhodes. We only have 10 mil in available cap room. Kareem Hunt is here. Kendall Fuller. Chris Jones. Ooh. That's when you don't see very often. I am in. I am in on that. Let's give him a 6-year deal. I don't know if we're going to have the money for it. How many points would this be? It says I don't have the cap room. It's like, I can see I do. How can you say I don't have the cap room when I'm looking at I have the fucking cap room? Like, what do you mean I don't have it? I don't have what I have? I need Chris Jones. We gotta restructure. Which means I have 28. I'm shot. Oh, Luck. Lux contract. That's right. That's eating. Oh, no. See, he shouldn't still be on the team because it would have... The CPU would have signed him out of free agency to a 1-year deal. Am I wrong here? So he wouldn't still be on the team. Chris Boyd is here. Yeah, I made him a free safety, right? Yeah, he's not still on the team. The CPU only signs or you can only sign guys out of free agency during the season to 1-year deals. So we're gonna trade Xavier Rhodes to free up some space. We can actually see who has draft picks here too, or like high picks. So Bills are at 25, Broncos are at 8, Bucks at 2. Who needs a cornerback though? The Chiefs. The Chiefs pick at number 3 overall. Just straight up, let's make this trade happen. All right. Middle linebacker they'd like. Can't really trade any of that. I can trade you another cornerback as well because I don't really want... I don't really want Holton Hill. I'm sorry. I know like Texas Longhorns, like blah, blah, blah. I love them. But if he's going to make that trade go through, I'm in. Xavier Rhodes, Holton Hill for the number 3 overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. 2020 NFL Draft. How the Chiefs have the 3rd pick is the game is broken. 85 total points. The cap room is lying to me. I don't know if we're going to have... Yeah, we don't. Why is the cap room... That's a glitch, dude. Energy Bio with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. Here's what we're going to do. Because Chris Jones changes his team around. Stephon Diggs, who is not valuable here? Shamar, are you kidding me? Why do you have this contract? I'll take the penalty. That's cool. Who's got a high bonus here? I mean, like, it wouldn't even be... It wouldn't make any sense to cut some of these guys. That's really all we can do. I want to be able to get Chris Jones. No free agents available. That seems like a lie. Hello? All right, there we go. We got more cap now after cutting Shamar Stephen. Let's extend this to 7 years. All right. I'm even extending this. I need Chris Jones. 100 total points. I'm gonna extend it even more. It should be enough to get him. All right, boom, 100 points. That's as far as I can go. Tay X Core with a tier 1 sub, 17 months. I've heard you having second thoughts about TwitchCon, Tay. What's going on with that? Chris Jones accepts. Big time moves. Appreciate the resub, Tay. It's a big contract. It's 10 mil annually, so not really. For a 90 overall defensive tackle who's 26 years old. Yeah, it's 7 years. He's extending him to like, what, 33? But he's a defensive tackle. He's only going to get better in the next 2-3 years. So he can get up to like a 95, 96 overall. Paul G83 with the tier 1. Thank you very much. If you guys are wondering about all these subs, that's a Twitch thing on YouTube. So come over to Twitch. Join the fun. But yeah, 10 mil annually is not a huge... If I gave him like 16 mil, it's like, all right, that's a huge contract for a D-tackle. What is Aaron Donald getting? Did he get re-signed yet? I believe so, right? Aaron Donald contract. So Aaron Donald got 135 over 6 with 87 guaranteed. Now, where's my phone? So, and I know that's Aaron Donald. You're like, Chris Jones is not Aaron Donald. That's clear. Aaron Donald is the only Aaron Donald. He's the best defensive tackle in the league. He's the best defensive lineman in the league. He's arguably the best player in the league. It just depends, because if you value quarterback as much as you should value quarterback, you wouldn't say that. But there's not a more dominant player in football in 2018, 19, 20 than Aaron Donald. There just isn't. But 135 divided by 6 is 22.5 annually. I got Chris Jones for 10. So it's not really a big contract. It really isn't. We're very thin at the cornerback position. Really, really thin at the cornerback position. But that's all good, baby. You know what I mean? You guys know Biggie? I'm a huge rap fan. We got the NFL draft. I mean, I haven't scouted. I let the CPU do that. We got some picks here, though. Number 1, number 3, number 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I'm not really a counting man, you know? And the reason I haven't used my Coach XP yet is I don't know who we're going to draft, because we need a quarterback. We need a cornerback. We need another cornerback. Looks like a lot of good edge rushers here. Could use a D-tackle. Jamal Christian out of Notre Dame looks incredible. Kawhi Waller out of Ohio State looks quite good. Howard Blizzard. Are we really going to bring the Blizzard to Minnesota? I might have to. I might have to. That's almost too much of a good joke. Let's look at all of our options. So, quarterback. James Warner looks like he can sling it. That looks like a very, very good quarterback prospect. And he's out of Wisconsin, so we're keeping him in the general area. Let's mark him. Let's go ahead and add him to our draft board. How far down is he? 16. 16. At strong safety, we have our guy. Hold on just a minute, though. Richie Skinner looks fantastic. So, okay. What if we took a safety? Desmond Franklin out of BC looks also great. What if we were to take a safety, right, and move Minkah Fitzpatrick to cornerback? Definitely potential on that. At corner, Dudley Hicks, out of another Wisconsin guy, looks great. Vincent Clemens, 4.29, looks great. Jalen Muldrow looks okay. Denzel Newton looks quite good. Another 5'9" guy. These some small-ass cornerbacks in this class, but that's real life for you. Dave Agnew out of Cincinnati looks quite good. This is a really good draft class, from what I can tell so far. At outside linebacker, I mean, Diamond Bronson looks all right in the 3rd. Quentin Roth looks good in the 4th. Don't really like anybody else. Middle linebacker. Now, I don't think Howard Blizzard is the best option for us. I think Kawhi Waller looks better. I think Carl Calhoun is definitely the best linebacker in the class. Ellis Barkley looks extremely comparable to Howard Blizzard. And now, are we only taking him for the name? You know what I mean? Oh, you're not going to give me a baller, dude. I almost have to. What if I just, like, impulse took him at number 1? D-tackle. Yeah, I mean, like, Christian, fantastic. Matt Austin looks fantastic. Like, there's some really good players here. Dude, it's funny when people who don't know what they're talking about come in, like, on my YouTube comments. They're like, you're taking guys with no combine grades? They're always terrible. How could you ever do that? I'm like, huh? I don't think so. There's some good edge rushers here. I mean, I do need tackles as well. We need everything across the offensive line. These guys are all pretty good. Don't need a center. We have a baller of a left guard. Again, I'm being tempted beyond belief. Dude, I mean, there are some studs here. This is a really, really strong draft class. Not really for wide receiver, but we don't need that. Some good running backs. And, of course, the QB, James Warner. Now, let me ask you guys in the chat, what are you leaning towards? The QB does not need to be taken at number 1. He will be available. I can promise you. So, I might take him at 3. Free safety, cornerback. Like, Blizzard's a fun name, but he's not that good. Jamal Christian's a strong boy. Okay, I'm going to do everybody's favorite, right? I'm going to do everybody's favorite here, and I'm going to trade down from number 1. Look at the value we're getting. We're trading down to number 4. We're picking up a 1 next year and a 3 this year. Or a 1 next year, a 1 this year later, and a 2 next year. I'm going to take it from the Raiders. I don't particularly want anybody at number 1. So we're going to trade with the Raiders. I know you guys hate the trade downs, but like that's the right move there. And then whoever they get, whoever they get. I don't really care about the overall. Quan Daly's is 77. Again, we don't really need edge rushers. And the Bucks take Tremont Bird, another edge rusher. We weren't going to take any of those guys. So at defensive tackle, like Jamal Christian looks really good, but here's my thought process. Does Matt Alston look better? Yeah, he does. He just does. And he's 6'7". What a beast. So we don't have to take Christian here. I might just not risk it, and I might just take the QB right now. I know it's early. So I'm going to take Christian off my board. I'm going to take Dukes off my board. Do we go with Dudley Hicks? He's a good corner. Carl Calhoun might be the pick here, though. We have back-to-back picks, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a linebacker here. I'm going to play him at right outside linebacker. It's going to be Carl Calhoun out of USC. Incredibly athletic, great bench, great 40, vertical, great 3-cone and 20-yard shuttle as well. Top 3 skills are incredible. This is the best player at this position, in my opinion, and he is a 75 overall with normal development. That's perfectly fine overall. The only thing that I'm upset about is normal development. I think he was definitely the best linebacker available, and clearly he's really, really good. Good zone and man. Good speed, good hit power, good tackle, good block shed. It is not an L. It is not an L. Relax. He's already better than Ben Gideon. And at number 4, I am going to take a quarterback. And we're going with James Warner out of Wisconsin. Hopefully our quarterback of the future. And he is a 75 overall with normal development also. I'm not upset with this at all. 75 overall is quite good. He is only 22 years old. A lot better than 31-year-old Kirk Cousins. We're working towards the future. Okay? The Ravens go with Jamal Christian, who is a 78. We knew he'd be good. And Terrell Dukes, who is a 76. Also quite good. Now, we don't pick for a while. It's 7 to 27. So we have to take a player that we want. Is it Vincent Clemens? It might be. I think we need a corner. Like Desmond Franklin's good, but we're gonna take Vincent Clemens for sure, and then hope that our players are still available. So Vincent Clemens out of North Dakota State. He can fly. He has good top skills. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. 75 overall. Finally a player with star or better development. Only 5'9". What do you guys think his speed is? What do you think his speed is? He ran 4.29. I'm going to say 97. 95. Still pretty good. Not quite a zone cover corner, but good man. Another pretty good player. We've taken 375 overalls, but this draft class is stacked because that's been about middle of the pack. So this class is absolutely stacked. We just haven't taken anything crazy right now. Who is available? Matt Austin's available. Oh, thank God. Thank God he's still available. All right, welcome to the team. Matt Austin out of San Diego State. We're playing to beat 78 overall. And we don't. He's ranked number 13 in the class. We took him at 27. Does have star or better development. 91 strength, 78 block shit, 79 power move, 73 finesse move, 75 speed. Yeah, I think this is a really, really good player. So I like that. We're balling right now. This has been a pretty good draft for us. However, we don't pick again for a while. Is it worth to trade up for Jamar O'Neal, who looks good? What else do we have at tackle? Justin Crawford. Is he better? He looks like he might be a bit better. Well, it's just a pass blocker versus a run blocker. This is the pass blocker. This is the run blocker. You think Crawford's better? But here's the thing. What if they're both not available? What else is available here? Free safeties are gone. Still have a good corner. A really good cornerback we might want to get. I think it's worth to trade up for some of these players. I think it really is. It definitely is. So we want one of these tackles. We want one of these tackles, if not both of them, honestly. And we want the cornerback. And to do so, I think we're going to have to move up. I really do. I think we're going to have to move up. Now, when are they going to go? So 21 down the board and 30 down the board. They usually do not last that long. So let's get into the second round, first of all. We'll see who goes here. Warren Gorey, great quarterback there. Kind of a name. Picks are pretty bad right now. There goes Jamar O'Neal. So I told you guys, they usually do not last long. So that's unfortunate. So that means we're stuck with the other player, who we're going to take anyway. So I'm not upset about that, obviously. But this is where we're going to trade up to. And we have draft capital. So let's make the move. 3, 4, and a future 3. Is that going to be enough to get this trade done? Probably not, honestly. All right, what can we trade them? So we don't have a tackle. I don't want them to take a tackle. I'm not trading Minka. I'm not trading... I forgot about Drew Samia. I mean, like... They don't have an interest in him. That actually might not be a bad option for us. What can we really trade them? We're going to have to give up a good pick to get it. We don't need any of these D-tackles. If there's any interest, that would be sick, but there's not. Do we still even have Ben Gideon? Nah, we traded him. Let's move from the second. We're gonna have to give up some value. I mean, we knew this was gonna have to happen. It's just, it sucks to trade picks. It really does. But that's a trade. Jaleel Johnson, a 2 and a 3 to move up to number 34 and hopefully take a tackle of the future. Jamar O'Neal was a 75. But we were comfortable with settling for the other tackle, who is Justin Crawford out of Louisville. Has great top 3 skills, has an insanely high bench press. Welcome to the team. 78 overall hidden development. He is the number 0 player in the class, which means the best player in the class. He is the highest ranked player in the entire class. I think we made the right move. I think we did. And the W's spam the chat. So we got our left tackle of the future. That doesn't mean superstar X Factor anymore, clearly. It could be star, could be superstar, could be... Can you even draft superstar X Factor D tackles? I don't think so. I want to trade up for this pick with the Chiefs, though. I want that cornerback. I really do. So we need to find any type of value on this team. Alexander Madison might have some value. Tyler Conklin might have some value. Who would have any value on this team that I'm comfortable trading? I'm keeping Mike Hughes. I need some value here. Please have interest with the Chiefs. No one's going to want Conklin except for maybe the Saints because they always are interested in tight ends. Nope. All right, so I think we might be able to make a move for this pick. I mean, I would trade a future 3 and Madison easily. Okay. We're on to something though. I would trade a future 1, honestly. Because I think we're going to be pretty good. Trade accepted. All right, so it's a projected late future 1 for a top of the second round pick. So this is basically like with projection moving down 10 spots with Madison for the sake of having the pick this year to take the cornerback, which I'm comfortable doing. It looks like, oh, it's a 1 for a 2. What are you, stupid? It's 10 spots, probably. So I take the cornerback, Dave Agnew. It's a lot of value. It really isn't. It's a future 1 for this player. 6'2", 21 years old. Great combine, great top skills. How much of a reach is it? It's a number 11 player in the class. L-Trade, really? Keep telling me. The cornerback's ass? Really? How ass is he? He's a number 11 player in the class. Or number 12, technically. Show me the L's. Please. 79 zone. Interesting. I know what I'm doing. I've been here before. I've done a few of these. I'm not the father. Okay, you guys can't hear the music. Appreciate all the new follows, guys. If you're not following already, I'd love for you to hit that follow button. And this is the most stacked draft class I've seen, by the way. And if you have a Twitch Prime sub available, maybe you feel like tier 1 subbing, you have them available. It's September, which means they're half off, right? No one left on the draft board. We'll trade down. Usually 4s can be traded for future 4s or future 3s. It's pretty awful. None of those are good. Future 5s can be traded for future 3s sometimes, which is weird. Future 6s for 4s. What do you have scouted here? Darryl Springs honestly looks like a pretty good 5th round player. Kenny Ferguson. He's not a 2nd round talent. There's no way. We'll take him though. Well, I mean 7th round. We have 5th. Hold on. No, we'll save him. We'll take Darryl Springs out of Maryland. Backup. Ooh, interesting. Backup defensive tackles got probably star development. 103 in the class. We took him at 123. Not bad for Darryl Springs. Not bad. It's pretty rare to get hidden development past the first couple rounds. Take this linebacker. Kenny Ferguson. I don't think he's a 2nd round caliber player. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe he is. 50 in the draft. He's actually pretty nice when he's stopping the run. 82 speed. I mean, that's a great backup. Why my meat hard with the Twitch Prime sub? That's a great username. And I ask the same question a lot. Let me see the nices in the chat, please. We'll trade this pick for like a 5 maybe. This was the most stacked draft class I've ever seen. So this was an interesting one. Thick Daddy David. What are these names? Thick Daddy David 2 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. If she knew better, she would probably do better. Traded in division. Am I good with names? Like pronouncing or saying or remembering? In general, I would say. Jopo Kakafa? Is that your name? All right, so we had an unbelievable 75-75 75, 75, 78, 75. I need to see the NFL, man. I know we got the best player in the class, but like, what was this? So there were 378s. DeMarcus Arrington was a player I wanted, but there was just no reason to take him. He's really good. What is Jamal Christian's development? That's something I want to see. Star. Okay, so not even that crazy. Not even that crazy. But yeah, this class was loaded. 378s, 377s, a handful of 76s, a ton of 75s, a bunch of 74s. This was a really, really strong class. And Howard Blizzard was a 72, by the way. Blizzard's dev. What's going on, Brunel? Or Brunel? Kind of far away. Alright, let's make sure everyone's in the right position here. I'm going to spend Coach XP on quarterback. Eric Hendricks is not moving over. Calhoun's moving over. And what you guys will probably see here is his overall goes up. So at right outside linebacker, he's probably an even higher overall. 98 is kind of weird for an off-the-ball linebacker, but whatever. So he goes up to a 78. So now you take our 75 overall draft pick that was L's in the chat, and you have tied for the highest overall in the class. I'm just saying. Look at all the star development we have, or higher. Agnew, Clemens, Mike Hughes can be our 3 still. And then Springs is going to move up. Then we have Alston with Chris Jones. Ooh, this team got disgusting out of nowhere. This team actually got really good. And we have Drew Samia, we have Brian O'Neill. Hopefully those guys come along. So now our biggest need is like a slot receiver. We need a kicker. I'm loving where we are, frankly. Yeah, kicker and punter. We need it. Philip Dorsett could be a good sign for us, honestly. What's our money look like? Nope. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we have the money to sign a kicker. Oh, we do. Isaac Shirley at a Buffalo, and don't call me Shirley. Is Blair Walsh available? I would have been in. Appreciate all the new follows and subs tonight, by the way, guys. Of course, you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/Bengal, link in the description. As always. Alright, so I'm actually really comfortable with where this team is right now. Don't really have a backup QB. We're fine. Alright, so Coach XP, I need to focus on that quarterback. And let's also do DBs, because we got 2 rookie corners. No punter? Do we actually not have one? I looked at it very quickly. Yeah, you're right. I'll get it. I'll get a punter. Cat space a big oof though. We're gonna get some money off the books pretty soon, so I think we're in a fine spot. Riley Dixon. How about no? Let's get a drafted player. Blake Swift out of Southern Utah. All right, now we are golden. What did I want to? Did I want to change anything? Let's actually look at the depth chart here, so you can have things exactly how we would like. So sub linebacker. Let's make this Carl Calhoun. Slot cornerback. That can be Mike Hughes. That's fine. Rush D tackle. We can have the rookie Austin. So he gets more reps. Daniil Hunter. That's fine. Von Miller should be there. That's fine. Obviously, that's fine. Slot receiver. Chad Beebe is kind of a yikes. Greg Dortch. You play slot receiver now. Why? I'm feeling it. He's kind of a beast. Don't quote me on that. Cornerback. All right, I think everything's looking good. Is there anything I'm missing out on, guys, that you have seen that maybe I would have screwed up? Ever gonna do a relocation franchise? A lot of Madden left this year, you know what I mean? I don't want to blow my load too quickly. Oh yeah, I wanted to change the playbook because I don't like the way our offensive numbers were last year. Also, the scheme fits don't seem to be on the ball here. 73% on vertical zone run, cool. 4 3/4, excellent. What's usually good offense? Cleveland, I like. That throws the ball and runs the football pretty well. All right, let's go to the midseason mark. Let's get after it. Any interest in trying out Doug Flutie Maximum Football? Might be a semi-decent college football game. Not really. So we are 3-4 at the midseason mark. No Andrew Luck this time. That's cool. It's not ideal, but we're in striking distance, obviously. And like we don't have Andrew Luck. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing if we don't have Andrew Luck. However, Dalvin Cook is going to be a free agent. Pat Elflein. We only have 2 guys. What's the money looking like? Oh, we have a ton. Let me extend that. So Dalvin Cook should return. Boom. And then Pat Elflein also should return. And again, we have plenty of money now, as you can see. It's a 5-year contract for Pat Elflein. He'll stay till he's 31. I could have even extended that more, probably. And let's get to the playoffs. Are we going to make them? I don't know. I don't know. But I think this is definitely a way better team than we had last year, clearly. But a lot of young players. They're progressing. Year 2, yeah, we didn't make the playoffs, but year 2 is kind of whatever. Not really about it. 7-9. Damn, the NFC North is so close. That's perfectly fine with me, though. Like, actually, we the 19th best offense and the 31st defense. Come on now. 31st. James Warner had a great year, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. Dalvin Cook was quite good as well. Receiving, Stephon Diggs got a bunch of targets, 10 touchdowns. Greg Dortch had 10 touchdowns in the slot. Crazy. Blocking, offensive line was great. Defensively, we had 3 triple-digit tacklers. This time Harrison Smith joins. Cole Calhoun, this isn't MLB baseball. Carl Calhoun joins. Oh, he also had 5 picks. Oh, unreal. We're going to go over the stats in a minute. Where is Anthony Barr? He didn't really play that much. Tackles for loss, we have 16 from Daniel Hunter, 15 from Von Miller, 10 for Eric Kendricks. Sacks, only 8 for Von Miller. A lot down from 18 from last year. Interceptions were way up, though, across the board. Carl Calhoun, the rookie out of USC, had 5, 4 for Eric Kendricks, 3 for Harrison Smith and Dave Agnew, 2 for Mike Hughes, 1 for Vincent Clemens. Rookie of the year, it's got to be Carl Calhoun, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. No defensive touchdowns. I will be shocked if Carl Calhoun does not win this thing. Marcus Mariota of the 6-8-2 Titans wins MVP. Why? Also, if you guys didn't know, our rookie quarterback broke the record for passing touchdowns in a season by a rookie. Aaron Rodgers wins Offensive Player of the Year. There's James Warner at 8. That's got to be Offensive Rookie of the Year, too. Khalil Mack wins Defensive Player of the Year, but look at Carl Calhoun as a rookie at number 3. Eric Kendricks at 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year is James Warner, obviously. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Carl Calhoun, obviously. Dave Agnew at 2. Vincent Clemens at 4. I mean, we dominated. We really did. Rookies balling out. Rookies balling out. I'm really excited for Season 3. I'm also super excited to see the actual developments of some of these rookies and if anyone got development upgrades. So I think that's going to be fantastic to see as the Browns beat the Cowboys 26-3 in the Super Bowl. Time for developments to be revealed. So Crawford has star. He's up to an 81. That's already awesome. But you're telling me James Warner, after having the year that he did, after winning Offensive Rookie of the Year, does not get an upgrade in development trade? Are you kidding me, bruh? That's wild, actually. That really is. I'm excited to see defense, though, because we have a lot of hidden development. Ooh. What is this? Vincent Clemens. Superstar X Factor? Oh, and he was drafted with it. His ability is shut down. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Calhoun has star. No one else got upgraded. But, like, some of these overalls are crazy high already. Like, the L linebacker that you guys all said won Defensive Rookie of the Year, almost Defensive Player of the Year, and is up to, what, an 83 without morale after these upgrades. I'm just saying. Kendricks needs to go. He's eating cap and not progressing. That is true. He's not face scanned, clearly. Oh my lord. Dave Agnew up to an 80. Yo, this secondary is sick. Like, I know Harrison Smith is regressing. I haven't not noticed that, but we're not moving him. Eric Kendricks could get traded. Oh yeah, also defensive tackle. Star and star. I think that's going to be pretty obvious. Superstar plus is so rare, as you guys are probably noticing. So we're going to have money, too. We can really do what we want here in free agency. 40 mil. I'm looking for a third receiver. Marshawn Lattimore. No one's even going after him. Imagine that CB trio. Our two rookies, now they're going to be second-year players, and Marshawn Lattimore. And only the Jets are going after him, and they're offering him nothing. I think this would be foolish not to go after him. I went max deal over 7. 92. If he signs outright, I mean, that'd be sick. No one's going after Will Fuller either. That's a perfect slot for us. I mean, these would be so perfect. We don't need a left tackle, obviously. We don't need a left guard. Don't need a center. Could use a right guard, but Marshall Yonda's here. I mean, these are not the solutions. And a right tackle. Taylor Moton's good. I'm fine with Brian O'Neill, though, for the money. D-tackle, we're perfect. Von Miller, obviously don't need an upgrade there. Could use a linebacker. Zach Cunningham's here. And I guess the Chargers have moved to whatever that C logo is. He's going to be too expensive. Dude, what is that? What are they? Increased Marshawn offer? We're at 92 points. I know other teams might come in, but, like, why would I pay more if I don't have to? I'll take the chance, because he's not going to just outright sign this week. He would just stick around another week if he doesn't accept. So, I'm not going to do that. Because if he just outright accepts, as he does, why would I increase the money? Come on now. Come on now, boys. So we got Marshawn Lattimore. We got Will Fuller. Look at this receiving core. Look at this secondary. Marshawn Lattimore. It's a rainbow secondary. Vincent Clemens, Dave Agnew. That's sick. Also, Mike Hughes can go. Mike Hughes and Eric Kendricks can get packaged away for another linebacker. Need a backup running back too, but we can draft that. I need a linebacker or a right guard. What is the song that I have on? Big numbers. I guess they're sung in Madden. You guys can't hear it, but... So they say we need a quarterback. What, after winning Offensive Rookie of the Year? I don't think so. I don't think we need a QB. Also, he's a 79 overall. No. We need a backup QB, though. All right. I'm looking for double green. Chiefs. We could look at Laurent Duvernay-Tardif here at guard. Do they have any good linebackers? Unless they have a rookie, no. 78, I'm out. So they do have a rookie, but doesn't look that good. Eagles. I mean, we look at offensive line here. Obviously, Brandon Brooks. It's going to be a big contract, though. And they don't have any linebackers. Horrific. Giants. I mean, Kevin Zeitler. I don't like the contract, though. That Dudley Hicks guy looks like a beast. Lions. Jared Davis, maybe? No. I mean, actually, Jelani Tavai might be the best option here. Like, actually. Low cap hit, 79 overall, only 24 overall. Nope, 24 years old. Straight up, take it. That's such a bad trade for the Lions. Interdivisional trading, I'm aware. Cry, please. And they look similar. They've got the same kind of beard style and haircut, and I would say similar heritage, perhaps. Maybe not. They got the same man bun going on. That's a good move for us. Who else was I trying to move? Mike Hughes. Panthers. I mean, we could get a good offensive lineman here, Shaq. Trey. Why did I say Shaq? Trey Turner, but I don't want the contract there. David DeCastro? That's gonna be a big contract. Is it worth it at right guard? Probably not. Would it go through though? I think there's our answer. Mike Hughes for David DeCastro. The trade system totally is not broken. Okay, so 91 offense, 91 defense. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, this team bangs a little bit, huh? And then Calhoun can go back to middle linebacker. Now, he's going to go down in overall now. Might be an 81, but that's still pretty good. Divide middle linebacker? Nah. We got a better player there. 82. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, this team is so sick. We really just need to improve at kicker and punter. Will Lutz? Yeah. It's a lot of money, though. I don't... 51? He really wants to get paid, huh? I can't. Like, you're not... That's fucking just Dustin from... It's crazy. If you guys don't know, that's exactly the face scan of one of the two ratings guys. I think I've said that before, but that's literally exactly him. It's exactly what he looks like. Like, it's a great face again. Will Lutz and Matt Wiley. I doubt it. All right, draft time. We need a backup quarterback. We need a backup running back. I'll take the best running back available. Otherwise, what do we really need? Pick at number 24. Great pick by the Jets there. It's 66 overall tight end. This class doesn't look nearly as stacked. Yikes. So what would we even need here? Richard Stackhouse out of Illinois State. Looks pretty good. Could be a backup safety. Harrison Smith is regressing. Looks like to be some pretty good cornerbacks available. Definitely not as good as we have. We don't need any, obviously. Decent linebacker. This is not a great class. You look pretty good. We just don't need you. Right tackle, I mean, like, definitely not that right tackle. Left guard, I don't really think we need upgrades. Could take a backup tight end, I guess. Andrew Lopez looks like a really good player, actually, out of Oregon. We'll take a receiver. Why not? 70 overall, number 32. We took him at 24. Got a good fourth now. And we don't pick again until round 3. This is a pretty weak class. Pretty weak class. But I mean, they can't all be as good as the last one. Like, that was pretty unbelievable. Daniel Langford out of Memphis. Looks like pretty good value here. He is a 69 overall. Nice. Number 45 in the class. Took him at 78. Everyone wanted me to take the right end, whoever that was. Who cares? He's not going to play. Kyle Griggs out of Rice. Texas plays Rice tonight. I think I mentioned that. Like, imagine taking a 65 overall and it's a good pick. This class is just, like, weak compared to the last one. Which team moved? I think it's probably the Chargers. They always move. Play them in week 3. We just find out. Let's simulate week by week. I just want to see like who their top 3. We'll be able to figure out what team it is. Yeah, it's the Chargers. The Columbus Caps now. That's pretty awful. Okay, so we're an 87 overall, 91 offense, 91 defense. This is one of the biggest powerhouses we built. It's an unbelievable team. It really is. Like, this is such a good team. We need a backup running back though, pretty bad. Yeah, I mean this is a stellar group. We've got a hell of a team. But we might jump into a game. There's our backup running back, James White. Perfect. Perfect. Also could use a backup right end, shockingly. So, Bengal, you could have taken one. Ooh, do we take the eternally troubled Robert Kimducci? Tano Passanon is available, too. Romeo Aquara. We'll take the former Giant Romeo Aquara. James White on Wisconsin. Yeah, we're building an all-Wisconsin team. We got Warner, James White. Defensively, we've got, I think it was Agnew who went to... No, the other corner was Wisconsin. So, okay, so 2 Wisconsin players. Maybe even more. Not sure. Go. Convert James White to quarterback. That's the move. We'll do all offensive line training boost. This is a playoff team. I mean, what do you want me to say? 87 overall, 91 offense, 91 defense. This is a playoff team. If we don't make the playoffs, What do you want from me? Hold on. I'm going to change defensive playbooks to Cincinnati. I usually like the way Cincinnati defense plays in Sim. Oh, Madden's going to make sure I don't make the playoffs. And then the chat's going to be like, L, you suck. You only built the best team in the league. Idiot. Nope, that's not what I want. You want to OU versus Texas here? I actually am. It was laggy, or it was lag, I swear, with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, man. Cut off my ears. We don't make the playoffs. I don't know why that's like my default like threat. If we don't make, like, if we don't do something, I'm like, I'll cut off my ears. I'm like, why would I want that? I like having ears. Lil Jordan Humphrey got taken from us. That's rude. Hook 'em horns. 5-3. All right, so we're in position to take the division. We are. Von Miller is going to be a free agent. What's our money look like now? Now we could be in a little bit of trouble. We might be in a bit of trouble now. Von Miller resigns. David DeCastro wants better salary. That's another thing people always say is like, how come you don't just take down the salary? They always sign. It's like, this isn't Madden 19, friend. They don't. They always want more salary. Almost 100% of the time. Yeah, look at that. You take it down by 2 notches, and Harrison Smith declines. Minka's more important. He wants better salary. They always want better salary. And then Brian O'Neill is actually fairly important, but I don't really have that money right now. We'll work on that later. We'll work on it later, okay? 93 offense, 93 defense, 89 overall. You gotta make me in the playoffs. You gotta put me in the playoffs. Like, please. This has to be the best team in the league by a lot. We'll make it a slot corner. Why would I do that? Sell me on that idea. We already have 3 incredible cornerbacks. Who plays free safety? It's a bad idea. Sorry to call you out, but it's a terrible idea. All right, we got a first round bye. Killer. 11-5. Won the division. I'm in. Okay, so this LQB, James Warner, was a beast this year. And we had the best or second best defense. James Warner. 40, almost 500 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 7 picks. Rushing Dalvin Cook, almost 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Receiving Adam Thielen, almost 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs, over 1,000, 8 TDs. Spread the wealth pretty well. Blocking, in case you guys care. A few more sacks allowed, but defensively, Anthony Barr was back. Von Miller was back in a huge way, but tackles for loss, 18 for both ends. 15 for Chris Jones. Carl Calhoun with 13. Austin with 11. Quarterback sacks, 20.5 for Von Miller. 12 for Chris Jones. 6 for Hunter and Austin. Carl Calhoun also got 4, as did Jelani Tavai. Interceptions, 3 for Marshawn Lattimore, 2 for Barr, 2 for Clemens. We out here, baby. We out here, baby. 1 touchdown from Marshawn Lattimore, the new Minnesota Viking. I bet Marshawn Lattimore wished he was on the Vikings 2 years ago. By this point, when you're watching this, Zeke wins MVP. Not James Warner. All right. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is also Ezekiel Elliott. James Warner at 3. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. Hell yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Nicholas Lowe for the Bears. Will Howard, whoever that is, at 4. And then Darren Whitley and Andrew Lopez. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Tom Brenner. Daniel Langford, backup end there at number 9. What's going on, J-Rod? All right. Tight end. Why not? All right, let's see who we have here in the divisional round. It's the Panthers. We're up to a 91 overall, 95 offense, 95 defense. Do we have any upgrades to make? Anthony Barr, cornerback, Mark Fields. This might be the final year, guys, depending on what happens. How long have we been live? An hour and a half? Yeah. It's going to be like an hour-long video if we win the Super Bowl this year. Warner's up to an 84. That's fantastic. Already way higher than Cousins would have been. We are killing it right now. Defensively, Clemens up to an 83, Agnew at 82. Yeah, I mean, this is a team that can play. Is it Antoine Watts? Did I say Armani earlier? I don't remember. We'll super sim and jump in if we have to. We are 91. They're an 84 actually, so they're pretty good. Come on, dude. Let's get it. Why are some guys red and others gold? The color on the background of the players in the depth chart, which is what you just saw there, is their development trait. So red is the best one you can get, that Superstar X Factor. It's the highest level, and they can get upgraded. Yellow is, or gold is Superstar. Silver is Star, and then brown is normal, which is the worst one. And that just depends on how fast they develop and get better in terms of overall. Carolina out to an early 7-0 lead, but we're fighting back. We answer with a field goal. I need the defense to start making the plays. We're down 21-3. We're getting dominated. But it's still anybody's game. 24-10. I mean, we needed to score some of these times, and we haven't scored the entire fucking game. I guess we'll do a season 4. I mean, like, we got annihilated. How many turnovers did we have? Just didn't capitalize ever. Lawful Lizard with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. He threw for 400 yards. And 4 interceptions. He had 7 interceptions on the season. 7 on the season. Threw for 4 in this game. Yet Cam Newton goes 17 for 24. 2 touchdowns, no picks. What was this game, dude? We had 3 100-yard receivers. And my defense, I mean, did we come to play at all? Holy hell, dude. Just got annihilated. Get good, how bad am I? Yeah, dude, I totally choked that game. Brutal. We'll do a season 4. That means I got to re-sign some players. Yikes. Appreciate all the new follows as well. David DeCastro. The Panthers beat the Colts in the Super Bowl. It seems like they were unstoppable. James White. I kind of want David DeCastro back. Just gonna have to add more money. David DeCastro returns. Harrison Smith is not a priority for me at the moment. Minka Fitzpatrick returns. Brian O'Neill needs to come back, too. Here's the thing. I'm not sure Harrison Smith is going to be a Minnesota Viking. All right, he's going to be a Minnesota Viking. Okay. Now we know. So we got our big 4 back. That was kind of the big thing. Season 4 is going to be the final season. Available cap room is not a lot. We're gonna go to the draft. -6 mil. Doesn't even make sense. Because it factors in the draft, maybe. Pick at number 28 overall. Yeah, we're not in a great position cap-wise. But this is the final season, so that's cool. Backup running back, Xavier Conley. I'm in. Alabama, gotta be good. Number 6 in the draft, we take him at 28. Hidden development. There we go. That's our new James White. Hell yeah. And now we got our new Xavier. Lose Rhodes and get Conley. Do we go backup quarterback here? Frederick Saxon out of ECU. Shout out to ECU Dynasty on my channel. Nice. Nice pick there. I think it's going to do it for this draft. Okay. Let's see who the best players were in the draft. CPU kind of crash and burned, as they do. There was an 80. There were 2 80s? Edward Jasper. Went at number 4 overall. 5'8", 214. He's built like a bowling ball. What is your dev? Star. Damn. They had some studs in this class, huh? Well, there's no 79, no 78, no 77. Still a pretty good class. I want to see the development. I do. I'm curious. It's not going to change what I do, but Superstar X Factor. Interesting. Maybe it changes what I do. Nah, it won't. He'll be our backup running back, of course. I didn't even start my fullback because he's the same overall. This is the team for the 4th and final season. It's a 90 overall. I think this might be the highest overall team that I have built in franchise. Cut Dalvin Cook. That might be the move. Yeah, you did call it. I did see that. Okay. Let's just simulate straight to the playoffs. Let's see what we can do. Either we make the playoffs with the best team in football, or we crash and burn and the video ends on a pretty annoying note. Why is this simming slow at the moment? Play the playoffs. Here's the, like, I guess I could always, like, cut it out of the video. I don't want the video to be too long on YouTube. That's the thing. All right, playoff time. Imagine we don't make it. No, we did. We did. We went 11-5 again in back-to-back years. 92 overall. We just haven't seen this level of a team before. Warner had the first passing yards, 25th in touchdowns, though, which is odd. And we had the best defense in the league. I mean, it was not a terrible year, but it's a down year to what he did last year. Dalvin Cook was great. Receiving, Stephon Diggs was ideal. Will Fuller just couldn't get one more yard to have 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Brutal. Defensively, Vincent Clemens led our team in tackles. We didn't have a ton of tackles this year. I just saw Von Miller's stat line. Chris Jones had 18 tackles for loss, but look at sacks. Hold on here. Von Miller breaks the record for sacks in a year, putting up 23. 10.5 for Chris Jones. Austin had 7. Interceptions, 4 for Clemens. Dave Agnew even got 1. Not a whole lot of forced fumbles. Any defensive touchdowns? Nope. Yeah, I mean, this team is kind of good. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Zeke wins MVP again. No Vikings. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Zeke. No Vikings. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. I would hope so. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Barclay. Xavier Conley at 2. No. Saxton at 5, whoever that might be. No Vikings. We have a ton of coach XP, but it doesn't matter. I am ready. Got to play the divisional against the Packers. We'll super sim it again as well. So we got just a random superstar X Factor back at running back. It's funny. Great offensive line in general. And the defense is obviously so good. Defense is really something here. Jump in this time. Things got out of hand way too quickly in the Panthers game. That's all I'll say. This is the 1 hour and 39 minute mark. You're going to DM that to me, Eagles, too. Say the significance is when I jump in. If we do. Let me just make a decision. Or 140. 140, 140. Have I played Pink Slips yet? What do you mean? I don't know what that is. Okay. Appreciate you, Eagles. Please, can we win this time? I'll jump in if I have to. But you guys know that I'm bad, so that might not even be good. We're up 3-0 already. But the Packers answer with a quick touchdown. Get in the end zone, man. Put up points. Something. It's 10-7. Why does our offense stall in the playoffs? 17-7 now. And we're entering fourth quarter territory. And the Packers score, making it 21-17. We're jumping in. I see we have Warner. Does anyone remember his first name? I have no clue what it is. We're going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook. 14 rushes for only 33 yards. Holy hell. That is not good. Jason? No idea. Kurt? No. See what we can do here on 2nd and 8. I threw it away because I freaked out in the pocket. I didn't like anything there. Default all Madden, kind of annoying. 3rd and 8. You guys know at this point I am bad, and I will throw the game for us accidentally. Give me a quick slant. They covered it, they covered it, they covered it, but it's open now. You suck so bad. That's open. That's an open receiver. He gives me an inaccurate throw. We got to settle for a field goal try and play some defense. I got to put these on all pro. Hit the throw when he's open. Is that too much to ask? The reason I took the field goal is because there's time left. Yeah, y'all are right. This quarterback sucks. All right. Got to play defense. Got to play defense. You would assume they're gonna kill clock, right? I guess I'll use her with Calhoun. He's got pretty good speed. He's gonna be no Jerome Baker. Make the play! Oh, there we go. I'll take the incompletion. I'll take the incompletion there. That was Marshawn Lattimore, I believe, number 23 in coverage. Oh, Anthony Barr might be a gross user because of his size. I suck. I left that open. Gosh. Who are you throwing to, A-Rod? Yo, they're definitely running the football here on 2nd and 10, right? We can get in the backfield here. It's a play action. Get in the backfield. Going deep down the middle. It's picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Get up. His 2nd pick of the game. Why is Aaron Rodgers taking that risk deep down the middle in that spot? You fool. The third turnover of the game for the Packers. And now we have a 2-minute drill to drive down and win the game. Piercy breaks a tackle. I don't even think we can get a snap off here. Oh, we might actually be able to. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Power. Dalvin Cook up the middle. I'll take the first. Huge play by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, that was Waller. The Packers have that linebacker we considered taking. Who made that tackle? Can I lead this? That was a dangerous decision. They play so tight in man coverage. It's wild. It's wild how tight they play. We have 3 timeouts, though, thankfully. Here we go, Stephon Diggs. We're going to call a timeout here. 3rd and 2. I feel like I don't want to force myself into throwing the football here. If Irv Smith just sets a crackback block here and we have Dalvin Cook wide open to the right side of the field, that was not how that was supposed to work out, but it worked. Hurry up. We'll call this here. I waited on that too long? Perhaps. Okay. I'm so afraid to throw an interception and then end the video. I really am. A field goal wins the game. I just got to know that. You are so bad. Get Warner out of here. Why didn't you guys tell me to get a new QB? How do you miss that? I'm getting cheated out here. There we go. Will Fuller. Speed. That's field goal range. That's field goal range, boys. Can you imagine for the memes I kicked it wide left? How funny would that be? How funny would that be? That'd be hilarious. What the fuck, Bengal? I think it'd be worth it almost. Come on, Dalvin. It's another timeout by Green Bay. The worst part is they're gonna have time. It's 3rd and 8. Why would I pass it here? I'm not gonna risk a sack or an interception. Last time out. All right. Come on, Vikings. 44-yard field goal. For the win, essentially. Defense has got to make some plays. The kick is up. And it is right down the middle. We take a 23-21 lead behind the leg of Will Lutz. All we have to do is play defense for 59 seconds. A field goal wins the game, though. This would be a bad time to get Cook deep. Oh, we got Chris Boyd in the game. That's a disaster. No, not Chris Boyd. Yo, how do you not tackle that? I'm spamming X. He doesn't even do anything. Oh my God. Please wrap. Please wrap. You got to be kidding me. Holy shit, they're not managing the clock well. Rappa, inbounds! Inbounds! That's the game! That's the game! That's the game! Oh my God, they have no clue what to do. Oh, wow. Nice game, Aaron Rodgers. Oh my God. We escape. So lucky. I got unlucky the entire way down the field where my players wouldn't tackle. Yeah, did I get lucky at the end? Of course. Of course. But I got unlucky that they were even in that situation. My players refused to tackle. Oh, it's the Panthers again. And we have to go to Carolina. They're an 85 overall. We're like, what, a 93? Let's go, Comsy. Let me tell you something about these darn Carolina Panthers. They give me quite a lot of trouble in some of these rebuilds. They're pretty good. They have K1 short at the end. I guess they're sitting in a 3-4. Okay, let's go, baby. Didn't mean to kick off. All right. We'll enter Super Sim after the kick. I don't know why we're wearing like the 1970s throwbacks here. I don't know if that's a good time to break them out. Is the conference championship. But we'll see. And Carolina's on the board first. We answer with a quick touchdown, though. And another touchdown. And another touchdown. Give me another one. Where's DJ Khaled when you need him? All right, Carolina's making this a game, but we're up 28-13, 28-20 now, 35-20. Carolina will not go away. We answer with another touchdown. And they're on the 3. We're going to jump in here. Oh, we got the football. They got stopped on the goal line. That's sick. All right, game over. Nice job, Panthers. Let's not get safety. Let's not get safety. They kind of were living in the backfield in that one, huh? I don't know, like, why blocking's so bad. Oh, you know what? It's all Madden, and they cheat you. That's why. I'll punt. You guys get to see a classic Bengal punt. In a rebuild? Are you kidding me? This is great value. And that's roughing the kicker. But look at the punt anyway. Why would you field that?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Yep.
Defense.
And that should be 15 yards and an automatic first down, right? What a time to make that mistake. That's funny. That is the game. All right, killer. Dalvin Cook has 3 touchdowns today. And victory formation is out in full effect. Let's take a shot for Stephon Diggs. What's the worst that can happen? Nothing? Oh, that's a really long release. Okay. That is the game. The Minnesota Vikings are headed now to the Super Bowl. I'm in. I'm in. Adam Thielen gets an upgrade. James Warner is his name. He goes up to an 86. Maybe he'll actually be able to check down accurately this next time. You imagine missing a check down drag? And it's the Ravens. We have yellow and gold versus... Or yellow and gold, what the fuck? Purple and gold versus, like, purple and gold. It's a fun matchup. They're an 83 overall to our 92. Should not be a game. This is it, boys. This is the Super Bowl. And it's against the Ravens. They give me grief in this game. Come on, Vikings. Is that us? Nope. But it's field goal games right now. But we're on the board with a touchdown. I like to see it. 17-3 in the Super Bowl. Oh, it's a blowout. 24-3. Baltimore trying to get back into it, but it's the fourth quarter. We'll hop in and play a little bit of defense. Try to keep him out of the end zone. With Carl Calhoun, Lamar Jackson in the game, might be tough to shut down. They got Willie Snead out there. Hollywood Brown, of course. And they run right at me. We're going to shut that down. They got Leonard Fournette. That does kind of feel like a classic Ravens running back, like a Jamal Lewis. I feel like he and Leonard Fournette are somewhat comparable players in play style. I'll allow the check down all day. You kidding me? They need a touchdown. This is fourth down, baby. Game on the line. Yeah, we're doing Call of Duty after this, so that's why I had that. 4th and 1. Yikes. Imagine getting absolutely swallowed. I don't have to. James Warner. Taken back over. I know you guys just want to see punts, but... Okay, I don't know what that was. Dalvin Cook, 16 rushes for 152. Good God. Dalvin Cook out here balling. And you guys might even have time for a punt. Who knows? Oh, it's armbar. There's a 2-minute warning. Yo, Pat, you better take it down a level, dude. The entire chat begging for a 3rd down stop so I can punt. And they might just get it. What can I say? I'm a people pleaser. Oh, that might be a bomb. That might be a bomb. You guys got your punt? It's all right. You just didn't have the leg you wanted, you know? They have 1:27. I love defense. I'd love to see an interception ice this thing. Minka got it in the last game to give us a chance against the Packers, or 2 games ago, I guess. But can Lamar Jackson lead a literal impossible comeback here? I would doubt it. Dude. How is that completed? I had to take that with Anthony Barr myself because it was so wide open. No way. Yo, Grant K. That 6-month resub with a Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, man. Big hits all over the place. On the college ground, baby. Hell yeah, brother. 14 seconds. I really didn't think he'd test me. And you're going to face mask with 9 seconds to go left in the game. It's kind of redundant, but...
Defense.
Also, why is Danielle Hunter so far off the ball in that spot? Imagine they run the ball here. How do you catch that? Over the middle on Harrison Smith. Takes a huge hit and hangs on. Yikes. Alright, it's a 10-point game, but there's no shot now. You guys want one last punt? Oh yeah, I guess they'd go for an onside kick here, huh? You guys want a coffin corner to end it? We'll see what I can do. What if I'm not good at it, you know? There's the punt. You ready for this? Oh my god, it hit the line! I had the backspin. Imagine that's what I care about more than winning the Super Bowl here. Killer. It did end the game in like fun fashion though. Oh damn, T-Goss, who did it? Anyway, that is the game and that is the video. At exactly the 2-hour mark. Eagles, if you want to DM me, that'd be fantastic. I think you had to wait till the end of the highlights to actually see the Super Bowl celebration, like on the podium that you guys have seen 100 times. But I'm sure like you guys are gonna want to see. It's gonna be Dalvin Cook, probably Stephon Diggs, James Warner, and Calhoun. Dalvin Cook is your player of the game. Had a 92-yard rush in this one. So he wins Super Bowl MVP. Good for him. And the Minnesota Vikings, for the first time in NFL history, I do believe, are Super Bowl champions. And yes, that Stephon Diggs, Calhoun, James Warner, and Dalvin Cook hoist the Lombardi as the Minnesota Vikings have finally won a Super Bowl. And that is going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
We'll